Hi, I'm Jim Bellacera, President and Founder of Successful Thinkers, and I'm sitting with Lead Ambassador Espie Agbayani. And Espie has been with us almost from the very, very beginning. And so it excites me to be able to actually have her sit down and kind of share from her heart what really has enlightened her to want to be a part of Successful Thinkers and actually take a lead role. And on top of that, I want to make sure that I don't forget to mention this, that Espie also flew to the Philippines and opened up the Philippines before she even became a lead ambassador here in the United States. And so I'd like to just kind of start, Espie, with, what was it that drove you to actually want to do what you're doing with Successful Thinkers?
Well, the paying it forward is the one that really drew me in. And I do believe on the principle of paying it forward. That's what drew me in, Jim.
So obviously we know that you love paying it forward. You obviously love working with people. That's a part of your passion. There is a responsibility when you take on the role of leadership. And, when you chose to open up the Fremont chapter, you knew that you were not only going to be lead ambassador, but you were going to make sure that, you had the correct number of co-ambassadors can help facilitate this thing. So, okay, it's one thing to pay it forward, but, that's a responsibility too. So give me a little more insight on you've been having major success since you launched it.
Well, Jim, you have to remember that it is a team effort. As the 49ers say, it is a team effort. It's not specifically by one or two persons' work, but it's a team effort. So when I started the chapter in El Dorado Hills 4 years ago, I had a co-ambassador was really great. And because of the team effort that we were able to put together, the core group, then that chapter really grew. And when I decided to take on the leadership for Fremont, to open the Fremont chapter, I really had to think very well if this is a commitment I want to do, because I do understand the commitment already. And being on the sidelines while San Jose, Alameda, and Foster City was growing, I was able to observe the landscape, the different kind of people that are involved in the leadership part of it, and also the people who step in to become a member. What is the attraction? So when I put together the core group of Fremont, that's what I did, was invite the people who are like-minded, and I put it out there what the mission and vision of Successful Thinkers is all about. And just like a cat, if you put out a milk, and if it's the right milk, a lot of cats are going to come over and want that milk, right? So I am very lucky that we have a core group that is forming in Fremont that's putting together and the right variety of people.
I want to comment to this because when I went to your first core meeting that you did, and you had a pretty good number there. 11 or 12 people were there. And by the time we actually did the certification, which would probably be our third week, I came to that one, and you had 14 people that were committed to be ambassadors. Now, a couple of them were not from your chapter, but you had 14 people there that came because you decided to raise your hand, plant your flag, and other people decided to come on board to become ambassadors for a couple other chapters as well. This is the part that really impresses me. Like she said, if you have the right concept, the right ingredients, then people will come. Now, I'd like you to address what drove you to get on an airplane and fly to the Philippines and open up Successful Thinkers in the Philippines.
The cause, the mission and the vision, exactly. And Philippines, there's a lot of energetic people who like to how do you call that, spread the word about what they do, and business by referral is very, very common. That is basically how we do the work. So it's just redesigning it and renaming it, but most of the Filipinos actually do their business out of referrals and people that they do know and like. I grew up in a family of business. My mom and dad were both businessmen and businesswomen, and we have customers that have been our customers for forever, for 30 years, 40 years. and most of them are by referrals. So that's the reason why.
Well, I just am really grateful that you have been with us for as long as you have, and that you've felt led to actually go to the Philippines, open up El Dorado Hills originally, and then also on top of all that, now open up Fremont, California. And it's evident that you're passionate because you are attracting a lot of people. So thank you so much, Espie. I really appreciate it.